like, and subscribe.
Good job, buddy. Okay. Okay, guys, we're at it again. We're selling some more real estate. Got our 3 houses here at Houston. Hey, don't touch it. Don't touch it. It might still be wet. I don't know why, but my electrician's had a hole here. It's been like that the whole time. Of course, I had spray foam there. I guess we just forgot about it, but it was in the inspection report. So cut out a little bit of piece of siding, put in there, and then caulked it, and he's gonna paint it white. That's what we're here doing today. We would have put the driveway over there, and it would have been evenly dispersed, but it just wouldn't have worked because of the high line pole there. And we had a gas line running through here. We're able to put the driveway over a gas line, but whenever this gas line was put in, it was like above the asphalt. It was kind of crazy. And we did a dig test, 811, to see where it was at. We knew it was there, but you never know how deep stuff is. So you dig by hand. Yeah, the line was like right here. This was like the elevation of it. And of course, it's gotta be 12, 18 inches lower than that because our concrete right here is 6 inches. And I guess back in the past, this was just, I guess it was a curb, but the dirt was built up really, really high. And the elevation of this property was like up here. And so we actually took out a lot of dirt, smoothed out the front yards, and we took this dirt, we stole it and took it to some other lots on Maple Row that we've sold in the past. So that made those where they were buildable lots. But when we did all this, we dropped our elevation. But Atmos, I mean, still, they shouldn't have had their line at that elevation. I mean, heck, their line was above the street as far as elevation. So I think they ran a new line and then just dropped it because it helped out their infrastructure based off this line continuing back to the north, feeding that neighborhood. So it helped their infrastructure, so they were able to cover that cost.
Make me work, make me sweat inside, make me feel like I'm alive. Take this hurt, lady, throw it in my face. Don't let these bones slow you down. 'Cause I'm coming on strong, grass should have looked greener. I need a true believer in disguise.
Here at 716, 720, 724 North Houston. This was a property that I purchased 2013, 2014 potentially. And it was actually only 2 lots. There's a lot set in here and a lot set in there. And they were both 150 by 150, so 2 of those. But I wanted 3 houses, so we replatted it and turned it into 3 houses, 50 by 100. So I've explained this story to y'all before. We did those on the Myrick's. We grew a lot size. Yeah, our lots aren't as deep, but I mean, from a rental perspective, I mean, the backyard's 50 foot shorter, but I still get the same amount of rent. So what we're selling lots for now, I mean, I keep going back to those Sears lots. I think we're closing on one this week and another one like in the next week and a half, but we're under contract for 40 grand on those. So I'm not saying these lots would have sold for 40, but we'll use that as an example. I had the 2, so I had 40 and 40. If I just sold the lots, I would have made 80, but turning it into 3 would have made 120. And of course, now I've got 3 houses that I can sell versus 2 houses. And again, I mean, we're selling these for the same as what we're selling the exact same home on other lots that are 50 foot deeper. And the floor plans are all the same on the inside. It's that 3-1, 950 square foot that I always tell you guys about. I can't beat how efficient that is for under 1,000 square foot. And there's nothing really awkward about it. None of the bedrooms seem awkward. As far as being too small. All the closets are good size. We have a washer and dryer, stackable unit, kitchen, bathroom, open concept. Just a really cool house. We built these probably going on 3 years now when we built these, and I built them fully anticipating them being rentals. Got them finished, got them rented out, and just been great rentals. I mean, we've had no issues. I think a lot of the tenants that we have in here right now have been some of our original tenants, I believe. Been great tenants. Just a heck of an investment. So again, guys, y'all might think I'm crazy, but I'm seeing the tip of the market here. I could be wrong. I just feel like we're at the top of the market, so I'm kind of cashing out, just reevaluating. We're sitting on the sideline. I'm ready to jump back in once we see what this market does. Of course, we're kind of going a little bit different direction on our short-term rentals and vacation homes, things like that. I'm not saying I won't get some more homes like this, but when the market's hot, you gotta sell, baby. Buy low, sell high. It's always been my philosophy, and I explained that to you guys before. It seems like the most natural thing to do is to buy something low and to sell something high. I mean, why would you not do that, right? When it comes down to purchasing stocks and real estate, it's just against our human psychology. It's very unnatural to actually do that. The way that works is the market's hot right now. Everything's super expensive. Everything's continuing to go up, and there's that fear of missing out. And so people jump in and they buy. And if we do see a downturn, people will get nervous and be like, man, I got to get my cash out, and then they'll start selling. And so it's human nature to buy high and to sell low. It seems so backwards, but that's what we do. Everyone tries to do the opposite, right? But it's just hard because I'm selling what I think's high right now. We can't predict the top of the market. What we can do is make the best educated decision. We built this for probably low to mid 70s. Now this house would probably cost me low 90s and maybe even 100,000. And that's just the cost of construction of the house. Doesn't count the cost of the lots, which we're into, pretty minimal. That's another reason why we're selling. I mean, we're in them, let's say we're in them for 75. Previously, one of the last episodes we did on similar homes to this, we'd shown you guys the other 4 that we sold at 808 Hull, 1011 Hull, 818 Elm, 49 Parnell. Those went under contract for 143, and here we are 2 or 3 months later, we're under contract on these for 150. That's where I might be making a mistake. Like I said in that video, these may be $175,000 houses in a year from now. But you guys gotta understand also, I don't just take that money and set it in my bank account, savings account, and not draw any interest. I mean, it's not like that money's just sitting there idle, not doing anything. Again, I wanna be easily liquid and be on the sidelines to where we're able to jump back in if we do see a downturn. And let's say I've cash flowed them for 2 years at $1,200 a month. I mean, that's $14,000 a year per house. I mean, that's not quite $30,000 per unit. So grossing, that's not net. I'm grossing near just a little shy of $90,000 over a 2-year period if I've been renting these houses. And so I've made that money. I've had the tax write-offs. We've had depreciation. We've got a lot of equity in these homes. So like I said, it's time to cash out. We've got this one. We got one more on Ridgewood, which we've done a video on. It was under contract previously with those other 4, fell out, and went back under contract with these 3. So we're selling 4 this go around. But yeah, you guys let me know what you think. Let me know if you think I'm crazy. I'm selling all my real estate. Should I be staying in real estate right now? I mean, I'm still in real estate, but should I be keeping all this stuff and not selling? And yeah, like and subscribe. Am I making a good decision, trying to predict somewhat of what I think the peak of the market is? I'm not sure. I mean, time will tell. We'll look back in a year, 2 years from now, and we'll look back at these videos, and I could be completely wrong. But that's the risk I'm taking. I've always taken risk. Being in this business, I mean, we've been in this business for 10 years, and I've purchased some stuff and stretched every dime that we had when we first started trying to get in this business, and I wondered if that was the right decision, and I wish I would have bought even more back then. I've explained to y'all in the past, I pumped the brakes there for a little while and stopped buying stuff because we had a hard time seeing the light at the end of the tunnel, and luckily, I mean, the light at the end of the tunnel came about a year after that, and so we were able to get quite a bit of inventory just between lots and houses like this, and that transitioned into the new construction side of things. But you guys let me know what you think. Leave some comments down below. If you're enjoying these type of videos, please subscribe and hit the like button. Crawford.
Like and subscribe.
One more time.
Like and subscribe.
And then what do you say at the end?
Peace.
Do it.
Peace.
Peace. We out.
There's dirt on my hands. Strong like a tree. There's roots where I stand. Oh, I've been running from the law. Hope they won't shoot me down soon. They sing on a sleepless night. Try to catch me howling at the moon.
to my chin. Won't stop fighting to the very